Have you ever noticed how simple habits in your daily bathroom routine might be quietly taking a toll on your health? Maybe you've felt a bit more tired lately or noticed small irritations you brush off as just part of getting older. But what if these little things aren't just normal aging? What if the way we handle everyday bathroom habits could be the hidden reason behind some nagging health issues? It's easy to think that muscle weakness or discomfort just comes with the years, but sometimes the truth is something we overlook. The small, silent habits that sneak into our routines and affect us more than we realize. In this video, we're going to gently explore 8 common bathroom habits many women over 60 unknowingly practice. Habits that might be quietly damaging your health without you even noticing. These aren't dramatic lifestyle changes or medical interventions, just everyday actions that could make a big difference once you understand them. Stick around, because toward the end, I'll share one simple, powerful habit that can help you feel healthier and more comfortable every day. Let's walk through this together, with care and understanding, as we discover how small changes can bring big improvements. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Habit 1. Not washing hands properly or skipping hand washing after using the bathroom. It's such a small moment in our day, one we hardly think twice about. You finish in the bathroom, turn to the sink, and maybe, if you're in a hurry, you simply rinse your hands with a splash of water or, if distracted, sometimes you might skip it altogether. I'm just at home, I haven't touched anything dirty, you might tell yourself. After all, you've been doing things this way for years, and nothing terrible has happened. Or so it seems. But have you ever wondered if these quick or missed washes could be quietly affecting your health, especially now that you're older? Most of us grew up with parents or teachers telling us to wash your hands before dinner, or don't forget the soap. But somewhere along the way, especially as routines get comfortable and familiar, that message can slip into the background. It's easy to think, isn't it a bit overblown? My immune system has served me well my whole life. At my age, do I need to be so careful about hand washing? But what if that's exactly when it matters most? Let's challenge that old assumption for a moment. Many people believe hand washing is something kids need to learn, not something seniors need to worry about. But that's not quite true. The reality is that as we get older, our immune systems don't work as efficiently as they used to. This isn't just a saying, it's a well-documented scientific fact. Our skin gets thinner and more fragile, healing takes a bit longer, and the body's natural defenses against germs and bacteria slow down with age. What was once a mild cold or a harmless bug can suddenly become a more serious infection. And the bathroom, though it may look clean, is one of the most common places where harmful bacteria and viruses can linger. You see, when you flush the toilet, tiny particles can become airborne and settle on surfaces like faucets, door handles, and towels. Even touching your oaken or using personal care items can transfer germs. If you skip washing your hands, you might unknowingly carry these invisible visitors to your kitchen, your favorite armchair, or even to your loved ones. And when your immune defenses are a little weaker, those germs have a much easier time taking hold. Science has shown that proper hand washing is one of the simplest and most effective ways to prevent not just stomach bugs or the common cold, but also more dangerous infections like norovirus or even pneumonia. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, regular, thorough hand washing can significantly lower your risk of respiratory and gastrointestinal illnesses, and that matters a lot as we age. But here's the good news. Making this change doesn't have to be a burden. It can be a gentle, comforting ritual in your day. Start by using warm water and mild, moisturizing soap. Harsh soaps aren't necessary, and many are too drying for mature skin. Lather up for at least 20 seconds. If you want a quick tip, hum the Happy Birthday song to yourself twice. It's just about the right amount of time. Be sure to rub the backs of your hands, between your fingers, and under your nails. Rinse thoroughly and dry your hands with a clean towel or use a paper towel if you're sharing a bathroom with others. If you're worried about dry skin, keep a small bottle of hand lotion by the sink and apply a dab after washing. Let me tell you about Mrs. Carter, a woman from my community who always prided herself on keeping a tidy home. She never thought twice about hand washing after using the bathroom. Just a quick rinse and she'd be on her way. Last winter, though, she caught a stomach bug that lingered for weeks. It was a struggle, and she lost more weight than she expected. Her doctor gently explained that skipping soap and rushing the process left her more vulnerable, especially as her immune system wasn't what it used to be. Since then, Mrs. Carter has made proper hand washing a non-negotiable part of her daily routine. Not only did she notice fewer colds, but her peace of mind grew. She even passed the habit to her grandchildren when they visited. So, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm just one person, what difference could it make?" Remember Mrs. Carter's story. And remember, too, that this small act is a simple act of self-care, not just for you but for everyone around you. It's about protecting your health, keeping your independence, and feeling confident in your daily life. Change can be hard, but it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Next time you leave the bathroom, pause for a few extra seconds. Treat hand washing not as a chore, but as a gift you give yourself, a gentle, daily reminder that your well-being matters. You've cared for others your whole life. Now let this small habit be one way you continue caring for yourself. Habit 2. Using toilet paper incorrectly or using too little. It's funny how something as simple as toilet paper becomes such an invisible part of our daily routine. Most of us don't give it a second thought. We go about our business, grab a bit of toilet paper, maybe out of habit, using less to save trees or be thrifty, and move on. For years, you might have done it the same way, never imagining it could matter. But the truth is, how you use toilet paper and even how much you use can make a real difference in your comfort and your health, especially as you get older. Let's think back for a second. Have you ever experienced irritation or even an infection down there and just chalked it up to getting older or having sensitive skin? Maybe you notice a bit of itchiness, a burning sensation, or you've dealt with repeat urinary tract infections, but you figure, well, that's just what happens at this age. But what if it isn't just aging? What if some of these uncomfortable moments are tied to how we clean ourselves? A small thing we rarely talk about, even with close friends. It's natural to assume that all toilet paper is created equal, or that a quick swipe will do the job. But here's something most people don't realize. As we age, our skin, especially the delicate areas, becomes thinner and much more sensitive. The body's natural moisture and protective oils decrease, making us more vulnerable to micro-tears, irritation, and even infection. If you use rough toilet paper or just a tiny amount that doesn't clean effectively, you might be causing more harm than good. Science backs this up. Dermatologists and gynecologists often see older adults with issues like contact dermatitis, rashes, or chronic infections, and the culprit can be traced back to cleaning habits. Too little toilet paper might mean you're not getting fully clean, and lingering moisture or bacteria can set you up for discomfort or infection. Using harsh or scented toilet paper can further irritate sensitive skin, disrupting the natural balance and making problems worse. So, what's the gentle solution? First, don't be shy about using enough toilet paper to feel clean and dry, but choose a brand that's soft, strong, and unscented. Avoid anything heavily perfumed or too thin. Those products might seem economical, but they can be rough on your body. Always wipe from front to back. This isn't just an old wives' tale. It's an important way to prevent moving bacteria from the rectal area toward the urethra and vagina, which can dramatically reduce your risk of urinary tract infections. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Some people find that moist wipes made for sensitive skin are even gentler, especially if you struggle with arthritis or have limited mobility in your hands. But be sure to use wipes that are alcohol-free and designed for adults, and never flush them, as they can clog plumbing. After cleaning, Always make sure the area is gently patted dry. Leaving moisture behind is an invitation for bacteria and yeast to thrive, which nobody wants. Let me share a story about Helen, a spirited 72-year-old who's part of my church group. Helen prided herself on being practical. For years, she tried to save money and reduce waste by using the bare minimum of toilet paper. She thought she was being environmentally responsible, and honestly, a bit thrifty, too. However, she started experiencing frequent discomfort and 2 bouts of urinary tract infections in just a few months. It was embarrassing, and she began to worry it was a sign of something more serious. One afternoon, after Bible study, Helen confided in a friend who happened to be a retired nurse. That friend gently explained how small changes in hygiene, using a bit more, softer toilet paper, wiping carefully, and making sure everything was clean and dry, could make a world of difference. Helen tried it, even though it felt like such a minor shift. Within weeks, her discomfort eased, and she hasn't had a UTI since. Now, she laughs about how such a little detail made such a big change in her daily life, and she shares her story to help others. It's easy to overlook something so routine. But sometimes, the things we do out of habit, thriftiness, or even environmental concern can quietly work against our comfort and well-being as we age. Please remember, your health and dignity matter more than a few extra sheets of toilet paper. Treat yourself gently and don't hesitate to make your comfort a priority. So, next time you reach for the toilet paper, pause and check in with yourself. Is it soft? Are you using enough? Are you taking your time to wipe gently, front to back, and pat dry afterward? These tiny changes can prevent bigger health headaches down the road. It's never too late to care for yourself in small, loving ways, because you deserve to feel comfortable and confident every single day. Habit 3. Using harsh chemical hygiene products. Let's take a walk back in time, just for a moment. Maybe you remember your mother's medicine cabinet or your first apartment. Back when a bar of strong-smelling soap and a bottle of powder seemed to be the answer for everything. Over the years, the shelves in our bathrooms have filled with bottles promising deep clean, fresh scent, and antibacterial protection. Sometimes, it feels like you need a chemistry degree just to read the ingredient labels. For many women over 60, these bottles and sprays have become part of the daily routine, used out of habit, comfort, or the desire to feel extra clean. But have you ever paused to wonder if all these chemicals are really helping, or if they might be quietly harming your sensitive skin? After all, they're on the store shelf, so they must be safe, right? Isn't stronger always better when it comes to staying clean? It's a question we rarely ask ourselves. Yet, maybe it's time we do. Here's the surprising truth. As we age, our skin naturally gets thinner and more delicate, especially in intimate areas. The body's protective barrier isn't as strong as it once was, and the pH balance that keeps our skin healthy can be thrown off much more easily. Many commercial hygiene products, especially those labeled antibacterial, deodorizing, or deep cleaning, use powerful chemicals like sulfates, parabens, alcohol, and artificial fragrances. While these may make us feel squeaky clean or smell fresh, they can strip away the skin's natural oils and disrupt the delicate balance of good bacteria our bodies need to stay healthy. Doctors and dermatologists see this more often than you might expect. Harsh soaps and scented washes can cause dryness, itching, rashes, or even lead to recurring infections. For older adults, this is especially true. What worked in your 30s or 40s might now be the reason your skin feels tight or irritated. Women may notice increased sensitivity in their intimate areas, or even yeast infections that keep coming back, all because the skin's defenses have been weakened by these strong products. The good news? You don't have to give up feeling clean or comfortable. Instead, you can make a few gentle changes that are just as effective and much kinder to your body. The first step is to look for products labeled fragrance-free for sensitive skin or hypoallergenic. These are specially designed to protect mature, delicate skin and keep the natural balance of good bacteria and healthy oils. Avoid anything that contains alcohol, heavy perfumes, or harsh detergents, even if the bottle promises extra clean. You might also want to try mild, creamy cleansers or gentle liquid soaps, and always rinse well with lukewarm water instead of hot. There's no need to scrub or over-cleanse. The less you do, the better. For intimate areas, warm water is often enough. Doctors agree that you don't need special sprays, douches, or strong soaps in those parts of your body. Just a gentle touch and clean water will help you feel fresh and protect your health. Let me share a story about Marilyn, a bright and active woman from my neighborhood. Marilyn always took pride in being well-groomed. She loved trying new products and always picked soaps with the freshest scent. Over time, though, she noticed her skin was getting drier and itchier, and she developed a recurring rash that just wouldn't go away. Frustrated, Marilyn tried using even more powerful soaps, thinking she just needed to clean better. But the problem got worse, not better. Finally, during a routine doctor's visit, she mentioned her struggles. Her doctor gently explained how, with age, the skin can't tolerate strong chemicals the way it used to. The solution was simple. Marilyn switched to a fragrance-free, gentle cleanser and started using a moisturizer right after bathing. In just a few weeks, her skin calmed down, and she felt comfortable in her own body again. Marilyn realized that sometimes less really is more, especially when it comes to caring for mature skin. So, if you're standing in the bathroom aisle or staring at a shelf full of old bottles at home, take a moment to read the labels and ask yourself, does my skin need this? Is it helping, or could it be part of the problem? You deserve to feel fresh, but you also deserve to feel comfortable and safe. Remember, your skin has taken care of you all these years. Now it's your turn to return the favor, with gentle, loving care. It's never too late to switch to something softer, kinder, and more suited to your needs. Don't be afraid to make a small change for the sake of your comfort and well-being. It might just be the simplest, sweetest gift you give yourself this year, and your skin will thank you for it every single day. Habit 4. Bathing in overly hot water or bathing too long. For many of us, there's nothing quite as comforting as a hot shower or a long soak in the tub at the end of a long day. It's a small luxury, a moment of peace, and sometimes the only time we truly have to ourselves. Maybe you stand under the hot water until your muscles relax and the steam fills the bathroom, or perhaps you settle into the bath with a good book, letting the time slip away. It feels good, soothing even, especially for tired joints and aching muscles that come with age. For countless women over 60, this ritual is a cherished part of daily life, a little escape from worries or loneliness. But let me ask you something you might not have considered. Could this beloved habit be working against you, quietly making things harder for your skin and your health? We're taught that water heals and warmth comforts. Isn't a long, hot bath supposed to be good for us, especially as we get older and stiffer? Or could it be that, just like everything else in life, too much of a good thing isn't always the best? Here's what's happening beneath the surface. As we age, our skin gradually loses its natural oils and moisture-retaining abilities. Hot water, especially water that's steaming or stings a bit, strips away those precious oils even faster. The longer you linger in the tub or shower, the more you lose. It's a sneaky process. You step out feeling clean and relaxed, but within hours your skin may start to feel tight, itchy, or even flaky. For some, it gets red or develops small cracks that take ages to heal. In severe cases, this dryness can open the door to infections, especially for those with diabetes or other chronic health issues. You might not see the link right away. After all, it's just water. But science shows that repeated hot, long baths or showers can disrupt your skin's protective barrier, leaving you more vulnerable, uncomfortable, and even a little less resilient to the challenges of aging. There's more. Long, hot showers can lower your blood pressure temporarily, which sometimes leads to dizziness or even fainting when you step out. especially if your bathroom is steamy and the air outside the shower is cooler. For older adults, this sudden drop in blood pressure and the risk of slips or falls is no small matter. Many ER visits happen not out on the street, but right at home, in the bathroom, after a hot shower. But here's the hopeful part. Making small adjustments to your bathing routine is simple and doesn't mean giving up those moments of peace you cherish. Try turning the temperature down so the water feels warm but never hot enough to redden your skin. If you enjoy a bath, keep it comfortably warm and limit your soak to 10 to 15 minutes instead of lingering for half an hour or more. Use a gentle, moisturizing body wash or soap, and avoid scrubbing hard or using rough washcloths. When you're done, pat your skin dry, don't rub, and apply a fragrance-free, nourishing moisturizer right away, while your skin is still slightly damp. This locks in the moisture and helps restore the protective barrier your skin needs to stay healthy and strong. Let me tell you about June, a retired school librarian who spent years taking extra-long, hot baths to ease her sore joints. She always believed it was her best form of self-care, but she couldn't figure out why her legs became dry, scaly, and sometimes so itchy she'd scratch them at night. She tried lotions and creams, but nothing seemed to help. It wasn't until her granddaughter, a nursing student, asked about her bathing routine that June realized her comfort ritual might be making things worse. She switched to warm, shorter baths and started using a gentle moisturizer right after. Within weeks, the itching faded, her skin softened, and June found a new appreciation for balance in her routine. She still enjoys her baths, just in a way that truly nourishes her. So next time you turn on the shower or draw a bath, pause for a moment. Is the water too hot? Are you soaking a bit longer than you need? Adjusting your habits just a little can help your skin stay supple and healthy, your energy stays steady, and your bathroom remains a safe, comforting place, not a hidden risk. You've spent a lifetime caring for others and yourself. Now, treat your skin and your body with the same gentle respect. Remember, true comfort comes from habits that care for you, not just today, but for years to come. By listening to what your body needs and making small, mindful changes, you're honoring the wisdom and resilience that only come with age. And you're proving, once again, that it's never too late to choose what's best for your well-being. Habit 5. Not regularly changing or washing towels and hygiene items. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. If you're like many women over 60, there's a certain comfort in routine. The soft towel you reach for after a shower, the familiar washcloth you use each evening, or that trusty bathrobe hanging behind the door, all these small things make up the rhythm of daily life. It's easy, even natural, to keep using the same towels or hygiene items for days, maybe even a week or longer, especially when they don't look dirty or smell unpleasant. After all, if you're clean after a bath, how dirty can your towel get? But have you ever stopped to wonder what might be hiding in those soft fibers, quietly building up day after day? Most people don't think about it. Towels, like many things we grow accustomed to, just blend into the background of our lives. It's easy to assume, I'm not sweating like I used to, so it can wait, or I'm careful, my towel still feels fresh. But what if this little habit of ours is doing us a quiet disservice? Let's flip the usual thinking for a moment. People often believe towels only need to be changed when they're dirty, stained, or start to smell. But the truth is, those are just the last warnings, the tip of the iceberg. In reality, towels, washcloths, and even bath mats become a haven for moisture, dead skin cells, and, yes, invisible germs after just a few uses. Bathrooms are warm and damp, the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and even mold. Every time you use a towel, you transfer a bit of your skin, oils, and whatever microbes are on your body or in the air. These don't simply disappear. They collect, multiply, and quietly wait for their next chance. Science is clear. Towels and hygiene items that aren't washed and replaced frequently can lead to skin irritation, fungal infections, or even aggravate conditions like eczema. For seniors, whose immune systems may be a bit less robust. These hidden threats can be more than a nuisance, they can become a health hazard. If you have a small cut or scrape, a dirty towel can introduce bacteria you'd rather avoid. And for anyone dealing with diabetes, wounds that heal slowly or get infected are a serious concern. So what's the simple, gentle solution? Experts recommend changing bath towels every 2 to 3 uses, so about twice a week, and hand towels even more often, especially if several people share a bathroom. Washcloths and face towels should be swapped out daily if you use them for removing makeup or cleaning your face, since they get especially damp and collect oils quickly. Always let towels dry completely between uses. Hang them on a rack, not a hook, so air can circulate. And when it comes time to wash, use hot water and a fragrance-free detergent if you have sensitive skin. Don't forget about your bath mat. Aim to wash it at least once a week, too. Let me tell you about Lila, a lively 76-year-old grandmother who always prided herself on keeping a tidy home. She admitted to me, a bit sheepishly, that she would use her bath towel all week long, sometimes longer if she forgot. She figured, "I'm just using it on my clean body." But one summer, after dealing with itchy patches behind her knees and on her arms, Lila's doctor asked about her bathing routine, including how often she swapped her towels. It turned out those little habits were making her skin problems worse. Once she started freshening up her towels every few days and switched to a gentle detergent, her skin cleared up and she felt more comfortable and confident, like she was giving herself a little extra care every day. There's no shame in old routines, but there's so much to gain from making this small change. Think of it as an act of self-respect, a way to honor the body that's carried you through the years. Each clean towel is like a soft, fresh hug, a reminder that you're worthy of daily comfort and health. So the next time you reach for your favorite towel, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, when was the last time I changed this? Am I giving myself the best chance for healthy skin and peace of mind? It's a little thing, but it can mean a lot. If it helps, put a reminder on your calendar, or treat yourself to a few extra towels so you always have a clean one at hand. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's wise, and it's loving. You deserve the comfort of a fresh towel, the assurance of good hygiene, and the gentle protection that comes from tending to these small, everyday details. Little habits can quietly shape our lives, for better or worse. Let's make sure this one is on your side, bringing you health and comfort every single day. Habit 6. Sitting too long on the toilet. For many of us, the bathroom has become more than just a quick stop, it's a little private retreat. Maybe you bring a book, a crossword puzzle, or your phone along, and before you know it, you've been sitting on the toilet for quite a while. It's a habit many women over 60 recognize, a chance to relax, have a moment to yourself, or catch up on reading. It feels harmless, even comforting. But have you ever wondered if spending extra time on the toilet might be causing problems you hadn't connected to this habit? It's natural to think that sitting a bit longer can only help, especially if you've struggled with constipation or other digestive issues. After all, giving your body more time to do its job seems sensible. But what if sitting too long is doing more harm than good? What if this quiet, everyday habit is putting extra strain on your body in ways that can affect your health over time? Here's the real story. Sitting on the toilet for extended periods puts increased pressure on the blood vessels and tissues in the pelvic and anal areas. Over time, this pressure can cause or worsen hemorrhoids, those swollen veins that can be painful, itchy, and embarrassing. Hemorrhoids are a common concern for older adults and can seriously impact their quality of life. But it's not just hemorrhoids. Prolonged sitting can also slow circulation and cause discomfort or numbness in your legs and feet. In some cases, it may even increase the risk of developing blood clots, which is especially concerning for seniors with other health issues. Medical experts caution that the bathroom isn't a place to linger. The act of sitting and straining too long disrupts the natural flow of your body and can lead to chronic problems. And yet, it's easy to fall into this habit without realizing the consequences, especially when you're looking for a little mental break or distraction. So what can you do? The good news is that small, mindful changes can make a big difference. First, try to limit your time on the toilet to just what you need, ideally under 5 minutes. If you feel like you need more time because of constipation, consider gentle lifestyle changes like adding more fiber to your diet, drinking plenty of water, and staying active. These habits support regular bowel movements without needing extra toilet time. If you enjoy reading or using your phone, try to save those moments for after your bathroom visit. Another helpful tip is to consider your posture while sitting. Some people find that elevating their feet slightly, by using a small stool, for example, can help align the body for easier, more natural bowel movements. This simple adjustment reduces straining and the time you spend sitting. And of course, if you're experiencing ongoing issues like constipation, bleeding, or pain, it's important to talk with your healthcare provider to rule out underlying conditions. Let me share a story about Joan, a 68-year-old retired teacher I know. Joan loved spending time in her cozy bathroom corner, reading a novel, or checking emails while sitting on the toilet. She thought it was a harmless habit and a nice way to relax. But over time, she began experiencing painful hemorrhoids and discomfort that made her dread bathroom visits. When she mentioned it to her doctor, she was surprised to learn that her extended toilet time was a big part of the problem. Joan started making changes, limiting her bathroom breaks, adjusting her posture, and focusing on a fiber-rich diet. Within weeks, her discomfort eased, and she found a healthier balance between relaxation and self-care. This habit might seem small or even silly to think about, but it's one of those silent influences on your well-being that can quietly shape your daily comfort. If you've ever felt irritated or uncomfortable down there, or struggled with bathroom habits, try reflecting on your toilet time. A few mindful minutes can protect you from discomfort and help you enjoy your day more fully. Remember, your body deserves care that respects its rhythms and needs. By paying attention to how long you sit and taking simple steps to improve your posture and digestion, you're giving yourself the gift of comfort and health. After all, the bathroom should be a place for quick relief and refreshment, not a source of pain or stress. You've spent a lifetime caring for others and managing your day-to-day with grace. Now, take a moment to care for yourself in these small, meaningful ways. It's never too late to make a change that supports your well-being and lets you move through life feeling a little lighter, more comfortable, and truly cared for. Habit 7. Neglecting cleanliness of bathroom shoes or slippers. For many of us, bathroom slippers or shoes are a small but comforting part of our daily routine. Maybe you have a favorite pair that's soft, familiar, and easy to slip on before stepping into the bathroom. It feels natural to wear them again and again. After all, they're just for indoors, right? And because they don't get visibly dirty like outdoor shoes, it's easy to forget they need care, too. This is a habit many women over 60 share. The simple convenience of reusing the same slippers day after day, sometimes for weeks, without giving much thought to how clean they are. But have you ever paused to consider what might be growing quietly beneath those soles? Just because you don't see dirt doesn't mean it's not there. Bathrooms are warm, humid places, the perfect environment for germs, fungi, and bacteria to thrive. When you wear the same slippers without washing or airing them out regularly, you're unknowingly inviting these unwelcome guests to stay close to your skin and feet. And for seniors, whose immune systems may be less robust and whose skin might be more fragile, this can lead to problems that aren't just uncomfortable, but potentially harmful. Most people assume that as long as their feet feel dry and their slippers look okay, everything is fine. But that's not the whole story. Fungal infections like athlete's foot are surprisingly common among older adults and often start with spores lurking in damp, unclean footwear. These infections can cause itching, redness, and cracking, making walking painful and even risky due to falls. Bacterial buildup can also cause unpleasant odors and skin irritation, and sometimes lead to more serious infections if the skin breaks. Because bathroom slippers stay in close contact with your feet and often absorb moisture, they can become breeding grounds without you noticing. Science tells us that regular cleaning and airing out of indoor footwear is a simple but crucial step in foot health. Experts recommend washing slippers frequently according to their material. Many fabric slippers can be machine washed, while others might need gentle hand washing or disinfecting sprays. Even more importantly, giving them time to dry completely between uses helps prevent mold and bacteria from taking hold. Rotating between 2 or more pairs of slippers lets each pair dry fully, reducing the chance of infections and odor buildup. Let me tell you about Grace, a lively 75-year-old woman who loves her cozy slippers. For years, she wore the same pair every day without much thought. She thought, they're just for indoors, and they look fine. But after a few months, Grace noticed her feet were itchy and sometimes painful, especially between her toes. She dismissed it at first, blaming it on dry skin or aging. When the discomfort worsened, she mentioned it to her podiatrist, who asked about her footwear habits. It turned out that Grace's slippers had become a home for fungus and bacteria. After switching to a strict routine of washing her slippers weekly, alternating pairs, and airing them outside whenever possible, Grace's foot health improved dramatically. She felt lighter on her feet and more confident moving around her home. If you find yourself relating to Grace's story, it's comforting to know that this is a habit you can easily change. Start by checking your slippers today. Can they be washed or disinfected? How long have you been wearing the same pair without cleaning? Consider picking up an extra pair or two to rotate, giving each time to dry and breathe. And don't forget to let your feet air out, especially after a shower or bath. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Remember, caring for your feet means caring for your independence and your comfort. Healthy feet help prevent falls, keep you moving, and allow you to enjoy life's everyday moments. It's amazing how something as simple as clean slippers can support your well-being in big ways. You've given so much care to your family and your home. Now, take a moment to care for yourself, starting with your feet and your slippers. A little attention here can bring great relief, making every step you take safer, softer, and happier. It's never too late to embrace habits that keep you healthy, comfortable, and moving forward with confidence. Habit 8. Neglecting regular checkups for intimate health. For many women over 60, the topic of intimate health can feel private, sometimes even uncomfortable to talk about, even with close family or doctors. It's easy to understand why. After decades of life's busyness, raising families, working, and caring for others, it's natural to put your own needs last. Maybe you think, I feel fine, so why bother? Or at my age, these checkups aren't necessary anymore. You might even feel a bit embarrassed or worried about what a doctor might find. So, it's common to skip those routine gynecological visits and put off talking about symptoms that feel personal or delicate. But here's a gentle question to consider. What if avoiding these important checkups is costing you comfort, health, and peace of mind? What if some of those small changes you've noticed, dryness, discomfort, occasional itching, or unusual discharge, aren't just part of aging, but signals your body is asking for help? And what if regular visits to your healthcare provider could catch problems early, help you feel better, and prevent serious conditions? The truth is that many women underestimate how important ongoing intimate healthcare is after menopause. While it's true that certain risks decrease after childbearing years, others increase, like infections, vaginal atrophy, urinary tract issues, and even cancers that may not show obvious symptoms in early stages. The body changes, hormones shift, and without regular medical guidance, small issues can grow into larger problems that affect daily life, intimacy, and well-being. Medical experts recommend that women over 60 continue to see their gynecologist or primary care doctor regularly, usually once a year, even if they feel healthy. These visits often include screenings that detect conditions before symptoms appear, discussions about sexual health, and advice on managing changes like vaginal dryness or urinary discomfort. Talking openly with your doctor can help you find solutions tailored to your needs. whether that's simple treatments, lifestyle adjustments, or therapies that improve quality of life. Let me share a story about Elaine, a warm-hearted 70-year-old woman who had been skipping her annual checkups for years. She felt well, or at least she thought she did. But over time, Elaine began to notice some discomfort and occasional infections that she kept to herself, hoping they would go away. When a close friend encouraged her to see a doctor, Elaine reluctantly made an appointment. During her visit, the doctor found early signs of a condition that could have become serious if left untreated. Thanks to timely care, Elaine received effective treatment, and her symptoms eased quickly. More importantly, she felt empowered, relieved to have taken charge of her health again. Elaine's story is a reminder that ignoring intimate health can mean missing out on support and care designed to help you thrive. It's never too late to start talking openly, asking questions, and prioritizing your well-being. Remember, doctors are there to listen without judgment, to guide you with compassion, and to help you navigate the changes that come with aging. If you've been postponing that next checkup or hesitating to mention intimate symptoms, consider this your gentle invitation to change the story. Your health deserves attention and respect, not just the parts everyone sees, but the personal, private areas too. By caring for your intimate health regularly, you protect your comfort, your relationships, and your independence. Taking this step might feel daunting at first, but you're not alone. Many women walk this path, learning that healthcare after 60 isn't about fear or embarrassment. It's about honoring yourself and your life experience. So, when you're ready, schedule that visit. Talk to your doctor honestly. Ask the questions you've been holding back. You deserve the peace of mind that comes from knowing you're doing everything you can to feel your best. You've lived a rich, full life, and your health journey is an important part of that story. By embracing regular checkups and open conversations about intimate health, you're choosing courage, self-care, and respect. It's a powerful way to stay connected with your body and confident in the days ahead. As we come to the end of our journey through these 8 bathroom habits, I hope you're starting to see just how the little things we often overlook can quietly affect our health and comfort. It's easy to think that certain discomforts or challenges are just part of getting older, but many times, they're signals from our bodies inviting us to care for ourselves a little differently. The good news is that small changes, like washing your hands thoroughly, choosing gentle hygiene products, or limiting your time on the toilet, can make a big difference. Remember Mrs. Carter, Helen, Marilyn, June, Lila, Joan, Grace, and Elaine, real women who found new comfort and strength simply by adjusting these everyday habits. Their stories show us that it's never too late to listen to our bodies and make choices that honor our health and well-being. Taking care of yourself in these small, mindful ways isn't just about preventing discomfort or illness. It's about reclaiming your independence, your confidence, and your joy. When you feel comfortable in your skin and at ease in your daily routines, life feels lighter and more fulfilling. So, I encourage you to start with just one habit today. Maybe it's swapping out those old towels, scheduling that overdue checkup, or simply turning the water temperature down a bit during your bath. Every positive step you take is a gift to yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me. Please share your thoughts or which habit you'll work on first in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with friends who might benefit. Together, let's continue learning how to live healthier, happier lives, one small habit at a time. You deserve to feel your best every day.